Excellent, thank you very much. So the title of this, Oh God, Not One of Those, comes from an American magician called Brad Henderson. And he was asked what he thinks that people think when they think of a magician. And this is what he came up with. This is what people think when they imagine a magician. And this is not what I do. Basically, the image of magicians changed in the 20th century. Before that, it was quite high-end. And the kind of magicians of the 50s, 60s and 70s with their novelty chickens and rabbits out of hats basically ruined it for everyone. So what I actually do, I create reactions like this. So when people arrive at a party, I come up to them and I basically destroy their brain really slowly through magic. There are three distinctive types of magic. There are mix and mingle. So you can see here, when I'm stood up, mix and mingle is when I approach a group who are having a drink, introduce myself, and then for about 6 or 7 minutes I perform magic that happens in their hands. It's all interactive. The second thing is table magic, so that's just down here. And what table magic is as people are sitting at tables like yourselves, they're waiting for a meal, I go up and I perform about 8 to 10 minutes of magic for that table as like a little miniature show. The third thing is what's known as parlour or stage, and that is a traditional performance. So you've got people sat like you are now, all facing forward, and you have a show. I specialise in the first two, the mix and mingle and the table magic. So, where do I perform? So, you've got the top three here. Corporate, celebration parties and weddings are all kind of the same. It's going to be table magic or it's going to be mix and mingle. Trade shows are different. What I can do, a company approaches me and say, right, we're at a trade show, we want to sell our product or service. I chat to them, I come up with bespoke magic for that company that sells their message. I stop people as they go past stand, perform to them, inform them of the product in an entertaining way, and then I qualify it as a lead by saying, is this something you're looking for at the minute? And if they say yes, I hand them over to the sales team. So basically what it means is the sales team at a trade show are doing what they should be doing, and that is turning those leads into sales. So I can double or triple the footfall at a trade show. Restaurant residencies, basically restaurants get me every week cheap, and I go and entertain them. The reason why I say it's cheap, this is marketing for me, and it's kind of a way of the restaurant offering something that no other restaurant in the area will be doing. So, buying signals. This is what you need to be looking out for when you're out in the worldwide world. So, I've just gotten engaged. So, if someone's just gotten engaged, I'm turning whatever anniversary, birthday they are this year, I'm exhibiting at a trade show. I'm looking for something different for an event, and I'm in the middle of organising something. So, this is what you need to say to them. You need to say, would you like, if someone says, I've just got engaged, and you're like, would you like people, when they come to your wedding, to be bored? And the answer they're going to say is no. And then you say, I know someone who can help you. He's a magician who is fantastic at getting people entertained at weddings, anniversary parties, etc., etc. And basically, what you want to do, it's about being entertained and being helping and solving a problem. The magician part of it is what I do, but it's not what my service is. My service is getting people entertained and making your event stand out. And because we're BNI, in order for it to be a qualified referral, you need to say, I'll get them to give you a call if that's okay. So after me,
I'll get them to give you a call if that's okay.
Perfect. So, great referrals for me at the minute. They're all down there, but what I want to concentrate on is Christmas parties. I mentioned it in my 30 seconds. So, Christmas is really important for me. Because if my Christmas goes wrong and I don't get a lot of work, I don't tend to work January, February, March, because most people, their budgets are just slashed after Christmas. So I need to make about 3 or 4 months worth of business in 1 month. So to give you an example, last Christmas I did 21 Christmas parties, damn it. That's a lot of whams last Christmas, that's all I'll say. Actually, Max will tell me, you're the same, aren't you?
Yeah.
Those Christmas songs all over the place. If you think you've got it bad when you get into shops, when you work in events, it's even worse. So yeah, so if you, as I said earlier, if you know anyone who is throwing a Christmas party or going to a work Christmas party, see if you can find out who is organising it, and then plant that seed that they need entertainment to make it stand out. Golden Gooses wise, event organisers or wedding planners, they can bring me work on a regular basis. Same with venues and event managers. So venues tend to have a list of preferred suppliers. If I can get on that list, they will basically pass my details on to anyone organising a wedding. Newly engaged couples, as we mentioned earlier. Now this is something I've recently added, because obviously you all know I hate children. But every school has school leaving proms, or they have several of them. So if anyone knows anyone who is the organiser of those things, if they're over 14, I think I might be all right. Because they're actual real human beings. But. And lastly, we're going to go with restaurant owners. Well, they're kind of. Restaurant owners. With the restaurant owners, if you know anyone who owns a restaurant, all I need is an introduction, because I can actually offer them a free evening so they can see what I can do. And that is me on the dot.
Wow.